Hey there, I'm JP and welcome to Satisfactory. In today's episode, I'm going to do something that I have never done before, and that is play around with vehicles. We're going to end up unlocking it. We're going to set up an AI route system, and or we're going to finish off the steel factory for what we need. But before doing that, there is something else I want to talk and show you about first. Now, if you are a player just like me, you will probably end up only putting materials into the awesome sink, and you will never look at the DNA capsules. This is also something that I have never been doing, and JD gave me the tip to take a look at it because it can give you a ginormous boost into the coupons. So for right now, I have already seen it will almost cost me 500,000 points to get into another ticket. Now if you never took a look into it, you might think that 1,000 points might be 1,000 DNA capsules. In this case, that is not the truth. The truth is one DNA capsule is worth 1,000 points. So if I would make one DNA capsule right now, put it into the sink, I'm gonna get one coupon already. And the second coupon also costs 1,000. But eventually you need more and more capsules in order to get more and more. So what I have been doing last night for 45 minutes, I have been grinding a lot of these meats. And one piece of meat is worth one DNA capsule. So first you just murder one of these guys, and you're gonna get one of these raw meats. And these raw meats need to be processed into packaged meat, because packaged meat is also used for something else, which I will show you in a second. And then the packaged meat is worth one DNA capsule, which is pretty easy, right? Especially if you play with passive mode on. Now the route that I recommend you doing if you are new with this game and you play it on passive is just go ahead, go around here. Then go back here, go around here, go towards the beach, get to these islands, go around here, and just then go back. Take a little bit of this area and then move on to your home base, and then, you know, you're gonna get all of this good stuff, and that is a lot. Now, how do we make DNA capsules? Because once you look into the crafting bench, there is nothing there, and it's actually very easy. The only thing you have to do is go to alien megafauna, and there you can unlock each of these things, which you unlock alien protein. Now you don't need to unlock everything, so if you have 50 of these guys, you can just unlock this one, and then you can have an option to already make it into DNA capsule. Let's see what Ada says.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Right, so in this case, if we now go to the workbench, you can now see that we can make it into protein. Now in order to get the other options, we need to, I think, research all of them, which is not too much of a deal. Now there are 4 types. We have the stuff you can get from the spiders. If you don't like spiders, you can turn on that one mode which they look like cats. You're going to have the stuff that we just got from the hog. We also got the stuff that you can get from those, it's like plants, and they open up and these flies come out of it. And then we also have this stuff which is from spitters. The spitters can spit fireballs or electro balls or even poisonous balls or something like that. Now if we take another look at the MAM system, we can now see here that you can make alien DNA capsule if you unlock it all. I'm not sure if she has something to say about all of them. Maybe she does.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration. The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
And the last one.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Right, okay. So in this case, yeah, I said fireballs and electro balls, but apparently one word for it is called plasma, and you know, they have different kind of plasma. So in this case, we can now do this one, which will cost 5 of that stuff.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Right, right. So yeah, there we have it. And now there is one thing that is a little bit weird to me, but I do understand it could be a thing. Now, of course, you know, if you turn this packaged meat into something that you could burn, it wouldn't look like a package of leaves and sticks. I get the deal, you know, they just want to make everything look the same, but it is kind of odd, you know, to dry out meat and then put it into a biomass burner. So in this case, we now have an extra option. I'm first gonna put everything into protein. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Alright, so I got almost 180 DNA capsules. And the first thing that I am going to do, by the way, I have actually connected up the SAM or node all the way to the base and then make it into this stuff, because for right now I cannot use it anyways because I'm going to need to have circuit boards. I'm just going to disconnect this guy for now, let it all collect up. So in this case, what I would like to do, just to give you an idea, right, is to do it one by one. I'm going to grab this out of it, and you can see I need like 500,000 points to get one coupon. But, man, this is going to be amazing. Now, if I right click on a stack, it will just, you know, split it up like that. But if you hold right click, you can actually choose what you would like to do, which is super duper handy for right now. Because right now, I'm going to add in one coupon, and there it one DNA capsule. Okay, then let's see. Boom, instant one. I mean, that is amazing, right? After all these times of needing to wait. Now you can see it will cost me another one. But what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to do a chew. One, chew. That's amazing, right? But now that we have done that, the 1000 changed into 2000. So each 3 that you put in, after that, it's going to be double up. Now, of course, I'm not going to do, you know, one by one and whatever not and whatever not. I'm just going to throw in this whole bulk of stuff, and we are going to take a little look at it. What will happen right down here. Look at these coupons go. Now it changed to 3. Eventually it will be 4. I think. Yeah, now it does. Yes, okay. Whew. Okay, very nice. So in this case, I'm going to need to have 11 of these things for one coupon. So yeah, the fun is going away at some point. But what I will do from now on is once in a while, I'm just going to go on a killing spree. I'm going to save it up, save it up, save it up. And the nicest thing is that the conveyor belts are going to get faster and faster and faster. Which, you know, at some point, I will drop everything in and then it's gonna get nuts. I mean, look at this, 32 freaking coupons with 1 hour of work killing and maybe 50 minutes of processing it into DNA capsules. And of course, along with the 10 others, I've got 42 freaking coupons, which basically means I can have fun unlocking some more stuff that I really need. You know, a frame pillar set. How about this? This costs 10. That's expensive. We're gonna have one of these and one of those and symbols, pilot stuff, foundations. Oh, stairs. I would love it. Now I'm not sure if I really want to have this stuff or that stuff though. Ah, this. Okay, copper paint finish, chromie, or carbon. What will that cost? Nothing actually. Okay. We are right now at 33. Wait, what? Yeah, we are already at 33, so it's very costly. We got a little bit to go. Now this one is super expensive, but I can afford it. I'm just gonna buy it all. There we have it. I bought like a ton of stuff, and I'm really wondering because I've seen people using the copper stuff, but I've not really anyone. Yeah, it's just that, but okay, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It just, you know, it's going to fit in so much actually. You know, you can now make like a complete steel-ish looking build to say. Because those doors and those pillars and all of these colors. Alright, let's connect that back up, which is a load. Alright, with all of that stuff being done, it is time to select the vehicle transport milestone, which I already did, but there you go.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Right, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I just want to also say, you might have noticed that I got all of these red and green icons on the map. I do recommend you 100% to always place an icon at the hard drive. In some cases, I called it crash site. Alright, there we go. And the reason why you should do that is it is very easy to forget that you found like a crash site and oh, you need like a component that you didn't have with you or you cannot make and you need to wait. And it's easy to forget it, right? And right now I do have 15 copper sheets, or at least I can grab them out of my storage. And in some cases you can get pretty cool stuff. JD actually showed me a spot where you can get like a supercomputer, which you can save it up for your project, but you can also just throw it into the sink and get instant like couple of coupons if you're on low level. So in this case I put this stuff in here and get another hard drive. And the recommendations with researching the hard drive is to wait until you're like maybe in oil production or higher. Gives you alternative recipes which should make it more easier or more logical to make rotors, stators, basically anything. But for some reason, like people have been saying, it is not worth to do this at early stages, or else you might get a recipe for making plates or making rods, like simple things, and you wanna pass that. So that's why for now I'm just going to also wait. I got 4 of these. This one is now 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something wrong with this. Oh yeah. Ah man, I really need to step up my game with these colorizing things. And this one now, we completed it, so this one now needs to be red. Now it makes sense. So all the red ones are empty. What a mess. The red ones are empty. The green ones I still need to do. These ones just basically power, so I could, you know, set up a power line and then just open them. And at some point, goodies will respawn or with an update, and you can go around and know exactly where these crash sites are and grab all of these valuable goodies. So it's trying to say here. But yeah, anyways, you get the deal here. But still, I'm going to do one hard drive research, and it also works different than before 1.0, because right now you got like a different section. You can scan it. It will still take 10 minutes, but once it's done, it will come into a list instead of that you're being forced to already accept something. Now also one recommendation from another YouTuber is to, even if it's a recipe that you don't like and don't want, do not accept it or re-research. You can re-research a hard drive one more time, because if you do that, then the recipe will become available again with another hard drive. So you can better just keep it there, leave it there, and find another hard drive, so the recipe won't re-unlock again later on. Alright, cool. It is a bit dark, but yeah, we don't need too much light. We now have a truck station and a tractor. The tractor will cost me 5 of these round things, and this thing also. Okay, I got 5 containers completely filled up with this stuff. Now, at the beginning, you know, I think it's just fun to have a vehicle move about and just do its thing. Okay, but maybe later on, you know, you could say like, yo, JB, it is so super up close. Why don't you just make a conveyor belt and just, you know, use the vehicles for other stuff, which might be more handier. But for right now, I just want to play around with it. And I think that right down here, I would like to make a unload station and a fuel station. And have these vehicles come outdoor in here, if that's going to be handy, by the way. Yeah, that's going to be handy. Have them drive in here, unload the stuff, keep on driving, refuel the stuff, then move along, cross this section here, which I'm going to remove the stuff, and get out of the door once again over there. And then out here, we're just gonna follow like a rough pathway. I will just place some barriers here and there, or something to indicate like one is left side, one is right side. Towards the steel factory, and on the steel factory we're going to make a load station, and then the circle is complete. I think I need like 2 load and unload stations, one for steel bars and one for piping. Alright, I have set up the last steel assembly line that I needed for my steel factory, but in this case I've hooked up this miner here, I hooked up this miner here, which brings a 120 extra coal to the steel factory. I made it go through these little houses. I like to have everything a little bit like on grid, if you would. So it goes along here. Goes along this place, which is, you know, an idea of that, but you know, we don't need a whole tower. And it goes underneath, just like the other one. And the only difference is that the iron doesn't come from the same side. The iron is coming from over there, which brings in 120 underneath there, and then it's all shared up into stuff. Now, of course, once again, it is not fully optimized. That because I'm going to need to unlock overclocking, which also gives me an option to underclock stuff, because I don't need everything and I need more in some cases. I've actually been setting up all of my stuff here onto the wall, which is actually super duper handy. It might be confusing to look at for you. So then in this case, this is the fuel line for the truck that goes all the way up through one of these hole connectors, whatever that is. So you can make the lift even longer if you connect it from the ground up, automatically connect up to the hole. Because normally I believe this is what I have here is max, maybe a touch higher. So stuff for the steel piping, stuff for the steel beams and being made both sides. Then it merges together, goes up here, and on the other side goes up there. Then once it goes up, it all looks like this right down here. I tried to make it look nice. Don't want to have stuff like hanging too far from the ceiling, so I unlocked these beams earlier, which is super handy. Okay, cool. So now I could just connect this guy up to here and put it up to wherever it's needed. And at this point I wanted to do things together again, so we don't need to have a truck station. Gladly I got all of the needs that I'm going to need, and this is how it looks like. I have 0 experience with that thing, but I was also not sure how high this thing actually is. I don't know, out here I just need to do it.
Fix-It reminds you to drive vehicles accurately through a truck station's dock area while recording a path. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some pioneers, truck stations care about saving humanity.
Now I wonder, will the fuel stuff first be placed into this slot, or will it only directly goes into this thing? You know, there are 2 things in it. Can move in 4 resources at a time. Oh wait, 2 are input, 2 are output. You know what, that works. It's like nice straight up, bit inclined, and then this thing will be fed with that. Now also, what I've also taken care of, if I'm not wrong, yeah, there we go, should be connected. No power, fantastic. Simple. There we go. Okay, cool. All the Stuff is going in, and now I would like to, okay, it just does it here. Good to know. Now my next question is, why is there nothing coming out of this thing? Of course, maybe because I haven't selected any recipes yet. Yep. Now power 2 is first spawn in a vehicle. I already by accident spawned one, so I had to quickly undo it. So Ada won't speak if you would. Which is fine. She was just explaining what you can do with this thing. It's tiny. It's like a Mars lander. Oh, it's turned around. I'm not sure why it's already doing this. I think it's because of this thing, right? It's already... Let me see something. Yeah, it's already automatically adding stuff to it. Okay, that is good. So, no worries about that. Now, the one thing I am going to be careful with is load and unload. Because it's saying vehicle setting. So, it's not the setting of this building, but of the vehicle. We want things to load in the vehicle. We don't want to unload this building. So yeah, be careful with that, I guess. Okay, I have never ever touched the AI stuff. So how does this work? Okay, open record menu. Start recording, enable autopilot, save it, load it, I guess. Patch note, hide it, and delete. In this case, let you start recording and move, I guess. Okay, close the loop to finish recording. I'm also going to be careful how I'm driving, right? I mean, I'm just going to go straight right now. I'm not sure if going slower at a ramp will have effect of the vehicle slowing down. But I guess I just need to treat it like race car, volume 1. F1 racing. So I just made these power poles here at the side. Guess we don't want to go too sharp. Like, this is the most dangerous part here. I'm not sure if this vehicle is slidable or whatever it does. I do know there is like an option built into this vehicle which is called ghosting, which if the vehicle goes off the track for too long, it will spawn back to where it needs to be. Now this is okay. I'm talking too much. And this is where I'm going to do a sharp corner. Then I haven't chosen any unload stations yet, but let's just go with the left one first. Let's see how this works. Okay. Is it now unloading? Okay, maybe it does. I'm really not sure. But then we have to cross the road, which is going to be fun in the future with crashes and whatnot. Go around the corner. Maybe I have to redo the whole show. We're just gonna see how it works, you know, it's just for fun. Okay, I guess it would be smart to take the outside here, since we're going to have another vehicle thing going. Then go to the inside. Right here. And the finish line. Okay. And that's it. Okay, you can now save something in your pad. Save. Let's call this steel beam. Okay, and now saved. Okay, enable autopilot. Oh, you have stuff? You didn't toke any stuff. I don't know. Maybe it just needs to redo its circle first, because the first thing I did was drive, right? But nothing to unload. Okay, I'm just gonna haul back and let's see what it does with the second round. Right, other thing I've also noticed is this. So you can do that and wait for with this one. Let's see. Delete nodes, edit part of the vehicle. Okay, here the little bugger comes. Maybe I really need to press F while recording. Okay, it picks up some stuff. It did it! Shit! It did it! I like, if I have two vehicles here being stuck, I cannot use more loading and unloading stations, but yeah, it's perfect. And then it gets sent up to the storage, and then it moves along again. Okay, cool. So, what I was thinking, since I don't have to load anything into this base, what I could be doing is, for an example, I might just change it, off camera to save a bit of messing around, but I could just say, why don't we do 1, 2, 3? It's a 4, right? Yeah. Let's just pick up a 4. Then I place the unload station right down here and have the vehicle come and park so anything else can move along. And then we can have another station set up there and another one there. I think that would be a good use of this road. Or, anything else that I wanted to do with this is basically on top. I wanted to have the train move that way to a station and a train that moves to here, also a station. Alright, time for another one of these guys. It has completely filled up. Let's get onto it. Then start recording. Okay, now we can save our pathway to pipe. Enable autopilot. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, so that is done. If you go onto it, I said, if you go onto it, now it will basically stop doing what it was doing. You can actually, hide the pad node. And once you jump off from it, which I'm going to be careful, it will just, well, in this case, it's more flexible, I guess. No, it is not. But maybe it can rearrange itself. In my case, it actually drove straight onto the crossing. Instead of it went left, it actually went straight. And then when it went straight, it got confused at some point. And then it rearranged itself. Now we got two of these guys running around. This is just for fun. I mean, I think it's cool though. And they take enough care for all of the steel. I mean, the production is not so fast that it's overloading a station. And the fuel system is automatic, so it doesn't really cost me any negative things. And it just can keep on going like this. There you go. That's a good doggo. Now it's my friend. And, I'm just gonna say I want to have 3 of these guys. And it's your chance to have your name on it. So if you would like to have one of the doggos called after you, then you can let me know down below in the comment section. And then it will follow you. And yeah, you're going to need to trap it to stay. Oh well, in this case, look at the habitat that I've been making for the doggo. Which I made him a red little house, which you might, partly recognize from something. I'll leave that up to you. And let's see if our friend, which is snacking its berries. Yeah, that's a goodbye. Yeah, that's nice, ain't it? Can I see? Wow, look at you. You brought me a gift of, some glass that I spent on your habitat. Very good. Yeah, snacky. I don't have like sticks to throw. But yeah, I like it. I didn't make it completely surrounding the water because it's a bit too big, right? And we want to have at least 3 of these guys in here. Okay, cool. So in this case, I have enjoyed myself this episode. I hope it was a little bit educational for the ones who didn't know about this or that. Of course, I can always use some more information. So if you know anything more about the vehicles, loading, the unloading, the speeds, whatever not, or maybe even the doggos or the DNA capsules, you can always let me know down below in the comment section. And let's see what we're going to do in the next episode, which I will end up doing a little bit off. Oh! Yeah, and doing some off-camera work. Can I quickly take a screenshot? Yes. Please let that be perfect, because it's hard work getting screenshots nowadays. Yeah, that might explain everything. slipping and sliding, but as you could see, everything went well in the end.